वैशाख शुद्ध नवमी दिनांक 24 एप्रिल 2018 मंगळवार। शंखं चक्रं जलौकान् ददतमृतघटं चारुदोर्भिश्चतुर्भिः सूक्ष्मस्वच्छातिरुद्यां शुकपरिविलसन् मौलिमं भोजनेत्रं कालाम्भोदोज्ज्वलाङ्गं कटितटविलसच्चारुपीताम्बराढ्यं वन्दे धन्वन्तरिं निखिलगतवनप्रौढदावाग्निमीलम् प्रौढदावाग्निमीलम् ब्रह्मणो हि समारब्धा मात्रेयाद्येषु पूजिताम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम् आयुर्वेदरतं वन्दे माधवाख्यं महागुरुम् आयुर्वेदामृतं सर्वं शिष्येभ्यो यः प्रदत्तवान् द्रष्टाज्ञानी दृष्टकर्मा कृतकर्मा तथैव च अध्यापकोऽभिषक्श्रेष्ठो महान् संशोधकस्तथा गुणैरेतैः समतितैः यत्कार्यं प्रतनोत् सः समृद्ध्यर्थं हि कार्यस्य वयं नु प्रयतामहे सरस्वत्यै नमो यस्याः प्रसादात् पुण्यकर्मभिः बुद्धिदर्पणसङ्क्रान्तं जगदध्यक्षमीक्षते आत्रेयं प्रथमं वन्दे आयुर्वेदजगद्गुरुम् आयुर्वेदामृतं सर्वं गृहीत्वा हि सुरेश्वरात् अग्निवेशादिकेभ्यो यत् प्रयच्छत् मुनिसत्तमः प्रथमं तन्त्रकर्तारम् अग्निवेशं नमाम्यहम्। अद्य मंगलवासरः अथवा भौमवासरः वैशाख शुद्ध नवमी दिनांक 24 एप्रिल 2018 चरक चिकित्सा स्थान अध्याय 23 सूत्र 77 ते 79। पत्रा गुरुमुस्तैला निर्यासा पंचचंदनम स्फुटा स्वंगनलदोत्पल बालक हरेणुको क्षीरवन्यनखाः सुरता कनक कुंकुम ध्यामक पुष्ट प्रियंगवस्तगरम् पंचांगानि शिरीषाद् व्योषावल मनःशिलाजाज्यः तत्र अगुरु मुस्त एला निर्यासाः पंच तत्र पंच इत्यस्य अन्वयः कर्तव्यः। पंच निर्यासाः के इमे पंच निर्यासाः चन्दनं स्फुका त्वं नलद उत्पल बालक हरेणुक उशीर वन्यनखाः सुरदारु कनक कुंकुम ध्यामक कुष्ठ प्रियंगवः तगरम् पंचांगानि शिरीषात् व्योष अल मनःशिला अजाज्यः श्वेतकटभी करंजौ रक्षोग्नि सिंधुवारिका रजनी सुरसांजन गैरिक मंजिष्ठा निम्ब निर्यासाः सुरसांजन गैरिक एतेषां निर्यासाः दुर्घटा एव। वंशत्वक अश्वगंधा हिंगुददित्थाम्लवेतसंभाक्ता मधुमधुक सोमराजी वचारुहा रोचना तगरम् अगदोऽयं वैश्रवणाय आख्यातः त्र्यंबकेण षष्ट्यंगः। So these are total 60. अप्रतिहत प्रभावः ख्यातो mahagandhhasti इति. So it is extension of this Gandhhasti. पित्तेन गवां पेश्यो गुटिका कार्यास्तु पुष्य योगेन. Again this is to be made on pushya with gopitta. पानांजन प्रलेपैः प्रसादयेत् सर्वकर्माणि. So पाना अंजन and प्रलेप. पिल्लं कंडुं तिमीरं रात्र्यान्धं काचम् अर्बुदं पटलम् अन्त्यसतत प्रयोगात् हितमितपथ्याशिनां पुंसाम्. So a lot of netra rogas with constant use hitamita pathyashinam, and one who are eating hita and mita and pathya. Vishamajvaran ajirnan dadrum kandum visuchikam pamam vishamushikalutanam sarvesham pandaganancha. Ashu visham nashayati samulajam atha kandajam sarvam. So it is for both, for Jangama Visha and Sthavara Visha. Etena liptagatas sarpan grunhati pakshe ch visham. So he can catch snakes when he is liptagatra with this. Bakshe ch visham. He can eat poison. Kala paritopi naro jivati nityam niratanka. Even in Kala parita, this person lives without any disease. Anadhe gudalepo yono lepascha mudagarbhanam. There is anaha, then gudalepa, and in mudagarbha yoni lepa. Murchartishu cha lalate pralepanam ahu pradhanadam. And in murcharti pralepan on the lalata. This is pradhanatama. Dheri mridanga patahan Chatranya amuna tatha dhruja patakaha liptva hi vishanirattya pradhvanayet darshayen matiman. So bheri mridanga pataha chatrani and bhajapataka, these are to be liptva, the lap of this to be given on that. Ahi visha nirastyai, and for just nullifying the sarpavisha or snake poison. Pradhanayet darshayen matiman. So they should make loud noise from this, and also show them. Yatra cha sannihitoyam na tatra balagrahana rakshamsana cha karmana vetala vahanti natharvana mantraha. So where this is in vicinity, the balagraha, rakshas, karmana vetala, atharvana mantra, those do not or of any power. Sarvagrahana tatra prabhavanti na agni shastra nrupachavraha. Lakshmishcha tatra bhajate yatra mahagandhhasti asti. So there is Lakshmi also, where this mahagandhhasti is there. Pishyamana imam chatra siddham mantram udire. So when this is being created, this mantra should be uttered, chanted. Mama mata jaya nama jayo name time pita. Soham jaya jaya putro vijayotra jayami. So my mother is Jaya and my father is Jaya. And so I am the son of Jaya and Jaya. Vijaya. My name is Vijaya. Jayamiji. Navah Purusha Simhaya Vishnave Vishwakarmane Sanatanaya Krishnaya Bhavaya Vibhavaya Tejo Vrupakate Sakshat Tejo Brahmendra Yor Yame Yathaham Navijanami Vasudeva Parajayam. So it is going before Vishnu, then Krishna, Brahmendra Tejasur, Brahmendra Yoho Yame. So what is the Tej of Brahmendra, Brahma, Indra in Yama? Tathaham Yatham Navijanami Vasudeva Parajaya. I also don't know Vasudeva Parajaya. Matushcha Panigrahanam Samudrasya cha Shoshanam Anena Satyavakyena Siddhatam Agado Yayam. So the Panigrahana of the mother, Samudrasya cha Shoshanam, and Samudra Shoshana. Anena Satyavakyena Siddhatam Agado Yayam. Hilimili Sansrushte रक्ष सर्ववेषजोत्तमे स्वाहा इति महागन्धहस्ति नामागतः. So Hilimili is a typical mantra, and Om Hrim Cham De Hum Fat Swaha etc. also are mantras like this. And what do they reflect is still a question. What kind of power these have? ऋषभक जीवक भांगी मधुकोत्पल धान्य केशर राजाजाज केशर अजाज्यः ससित गिरिकोल मध्याः पेयाश्वास जरादिहराः. So this is simple yoga. There is the commentary of Chakrapani Datta. हिंदुच कृष्णा युक्तम कपित्तरस युक्तम अग्र्य लवणं च समधुसितौ पातव्यो जरहिक्का श्वास कासग्न. So these are simple yogas. लेह कोलास्त्यंजन लाजोत्पल मधुकधैर वम्याम बृहति द्वयाढकी पत्र धूमवर्तिस्तु हिक्काग्नि. शिखिबर्हि बलाकास्तीनि सर्षपाश्चंदनं च घृतयुक्तम् धूमो गृहशयासन वस्त्रादिषु शस्यते विशनुत. घृतयुक्ते नत्तकुष्ठे भुजगपति शिरे पुष्पपुष्पञ्च धूमागतः स्मृतोऽयं सर्वविषग्नः श्वेतुहृच्च. जतुसेव्य पत्र गुग्गुल भल्लातक ककुः पुष्प सर्ज रसाः श्वेता च धूमः उरगाकु कीट वस्त्र कृमिनुद अग्र्यः. तरुणपलाशक्षारं श्रुतं पचेच्चूर्णं सह समांशैः लोहितं रुद्रजनी द्वय शुक्ल सुरसमञ्जरी मधुकैः लाक्षासैन्धवो मांसि हरेणु हिङ्गुद्विसारिवा कुष्ठैः सव्योषैर्बाल्लीकैः दर्वी प्रलेपनं घट्टयेद्यावत् सर्वविषशोथ गुल्मत्वग्दोष अर्षो भगन्धरप्लीन्नः शोथापस्मारकृमिभूतस्वरभेद पाण्डुगदां मन्दाग्नित्वं कासं सोन्मादं नाशयेयुः अथ पुंसां कुटिकाश्छायायुक्ताः कोलसमास्ताः सम्पयुक्ताः क्षारागतः. So lots of yogas. ऋषभक इत्यादिना विषोपद्रवश्वासादि चिकित्सा उच्यते. सितगिरिः श्वेता पराजिता कोलमध्यं मदनमज्जा भुजगपतिशिरः इति विमुक्त सर्पशिरः विमुक्त वस्त्रकृमिः युका पलाशक्षारं श्रुतमिति सुश्रुतोक्त क्षारपरिस्रावणविधना श्रावितं लोहितं ऋत गैरिकं सुरसमञ्जरी पर्णासवेदः. Surprisingly, he has not mentioned done any comment on this mahahasti agada or something. Mahagandhhasti agada. Really strange. Sanjana niryasaha. So he had just listed Agadoyam Vaishravanayakhas Trambakena Prushthyang Shashthyangah Apratyata Prabhava Khato Mahagandhhasti. So these are to be collected in churna form and Vityana Gavam Pesha Gutikaha Karyastu Pushayogen. And on Pushya Nakshatra Gutika has to be prepared, and then there is a mantra to be chanted along with that. मममाता गया नाम जयो नामेति मे पिता सोहम जय गया पुत्र विजयोथ जयामि च. तेजो रूपाकृपे कपेः साक्षात् तेजो ब्रह्मेन्द्रयोर्यमे. Yame is Saptami. This is still difficult to understand. What is Rupa Kapi? would really mean Vrupa Nama Kapi, Vanar, or something like that. Anena Satyawakyena, Matuscha Pranigrahanam Samudrasya cha Shoshanam. Actually, this is associated with Agastya Rishi. Samudra Shoshana. अनेन तत्वाक्येन सिद्ध्यतामगदो मम ध्येयामि किलिमिलि संस्पृष्टे रक्ष सर्वविषयोत्तमे स्वाहा mahagandhhasti नामागतः. Then श्वासस्वाज्वरादिहराः पेयाः ज्वर हिक्का श्वासकासजनम्. Then hikkagni. I was just thinking whether this can be used in cancer patients after chemotherapy. We tried to see which are more feasible. And Bhujakapati Shiraha is Vishira Sarpa. This is also very strange. Dhumagada. And then is Viksharagada. Anyway. विषपीत दष्ट विद्धेषु एतद् दिग्धेषु वाच्यमुद्दिष्टम् सामान्यतः. So in Vishapita, Dashta and Vidya. So what has been said for Digdha, this has to be said in general. Pratatvan nirdeshamata shrunu yathavat. And one may listen separate nirdesha. Ripuyuktebhyo nrubhya kebhya stribhya athva bhayam nrupatehe. Ahara viharagatam tasmat preshyan pariksheta. अत्यर्थशङ्कितः स्यात् बहुवाग् अथवा अल्पवाग् विगतलक्ष्मीः प्राप्तः प्रकृतिविकारं विषप्रदाता नरोदनीयः. So the enemies नृभ्यः स्वेभ्यः स्त्रीभ्यः अथवा भयं नृपतेः. So those which have been managed by enemies, this is one class. Nrubhya svebhya, their own enemies. Stribhya atva, or ladies. From them the Nrupati has fear. Ahara viharagatam, and this is associated with ahara vihara. Tasmat prekshan parikshit. Preshan parikshit. So preshya, it's what is desired or something like that, I think. Or it might be a messenger. We have to see whether that should be examined. Atyartha shankita syat. If one is too much curious or too much doubtful. Bahuvak athva alpavak. Chit-chatting too much or no chat at all. Vigata Lakshmihi doesn't have any more wealth. Praptaha Prakriti Vikaram. and whatever is natural for him, prakriti vikara, vishapradata narodniya. The description in Bhagavad is more vishadashavashishkaksho vilaksho dikshate disha Svedavamitman samstrasto, like that. So that is actually a Smabhavakti Alankar. दृष्ट्वैमं न तु सहसा भोज्यं कुर्यात् तदन्नम् अग्नौ तु सविषं हि प्राप्यान्नं bahun vikaran bhajatyagni. So immediately after seeing, one should not eat that. First it has to be given to Agni, and if it is savisha, then bahun vikaran bhajatyagni. Agni shows varieties of variation, something like that. Shikibarha vichitrarchis tikshna ksham aruksha तीक्ष्णाक्षम रूक्ष कुणपधूमश्च स्फुटितश्च सप्तम् एकावर्तो विहताक्षिरपि च स्यात्. So it may have Mayura Vichitra Mayura Pankha Vichitra Archihi. So it might be like that of peacock, feathers of peacock, that kind of color. And Ruksha, Krishna, etc. Kunapadhumascha. There will be Kunapadhuma coming from this Agni. Sputiticha Shashabdam Ekavarto Vihatarchirapachasya. There is a sound, chak chak like, and the flame will be moving in a particular direction, and it may get extinguished as well. Patrastancha vivaranam bhojyam syan makshakanscha marayati. If it is in patra, so the bhojya becomes vivarna, it will kill the flies on the food material. Shamasvarascha kakan kuryad virajet chikorakshi. The kaka will be Shamasvara, and there will be discoloration or no coloration of chikorakshi. Pane nila raji vaivarnyam swancha nekshate chayam. In Pana there will be nila raji vaivarnyam, and one will not be able to see the chaya into that. Pashyat vikrutam athva lavanakte phenamalasya, or it might be distorted chaya, and lavanakte phenamalasya. If it is lavanakta, then there will be phenamala. Pananayoho savishayoho gandhena shiroru rudicha murchacha. If Panayana is savisha, then with gandha there will be shiroruja and rudiruja, murcha, svarshena panishodha, suptyangulidaha toda nakabhedaha. Bad touch, there will be swelling on the hand, suptyangulidaha toda nakabheda. Mukhage tu oshta chimichima, jivha shuna, jada vivarnacha. When it enters mukha, oshta chimichimayana, jivha shuna, jada vivarnacha. Jivha becomes shuna विवरण and jada. द्विजहर्ष हनुस्तंभ आस्य दाह लालागल विकारा. So Dvija is Danta over here. So Danta Harsha Hanustambha Asya Daha Lala Gala Vikaraha Amashayam Pravishte Vaivarnyam Sveta Sadanam Utkledaha. It enters Amashaya then Vaivarnya Sveda Sadana Utkleda Drishti Hridaya Uparodho Bindu Shitesh Chiyate Changam. And hundreds of Bindu they occupy the whole body. Drishti Hridaya Uparodha Pakvashayantu Yate Murcha Madamohadaha Badanashaha तंद्राकर्षणचे विषय पांडित्वं चौदरस्थे स्यात्. So udarastha is separated out. Amashaya stays separate, Pakvashaya stays separate, and still udarastha is separate. दंतपवनस्य कूर्चो विशीर्यते दन्तौष्ठ मांसशोफश्च केशच्युतिशिरोरुग्रन्थयश्च सविषयेऽथ शिरोभ्यङ्गे. So this is in the comb or dantapavana, kurcho vishiryate, dantaushta mamsa shofascha, can create dantaushta mamsa shofa. Keshachyuti shiroruk, granthayashcha savishe shirobhyanga, it is shirobhyanga. Dushtenjane akshidaha, sravatyupadeha shotharagascha, khadyairadav koshthas pushyaistvagdushyate dushtaihi. So, if it is in food, then the koshtha first gets contaminated, and when it is touched, then it is the skin that gets contaminated. स्नानाभ्यंगोत्सादन वस्त्रालंकार वर्णकैरि दुष्टैः कंडवर्ति कोठपिडका रोमोद्गम चिमिचिमा शोथाः. स्नानाभ्यंग उत्सादन वस्त्र अलंकार varnaka, if these are dushta with visha, then kandu arti kothapidaka romodgama chimichima shothaha. Ete karacharan daha toda klama vipakascha bhupadukashvagaja varma ketu shayanasanaihi dushtaihi. So karacharan daha toda klama avipaka. If there this is in use in Bhupadika, Ashwagaja, Varma, so the covering, Ketushayana, Asanehi Dushtehi. Malyam agandham layati shiro rujaloma harshakaram, stambhayati khani nasam upahanti darshanancha dhumaha. So, shiro rujaloma harsha, stambhayanti khani nasam upahanti darshanancha dhumaha. And hampers darshana, dhuma. कूपतडागादिजलं दुर्गन्धं सकलुषं विवर्णं च पीतं श्वेतं कोठां पिडकां च करोति मरणं च. आदौ आमाशयगे वमनं त्वक्स्थे प्रदेहसेकादि कुर्याद् विषक्चिकित्सां दोषबलं चैव हि समीक्ष्य. इति मूलविशेषविशेषाः प्रोक्ताः. So in amashayega vamana should be done first. Now suction is also an option available today, and that is generally employed. Tvaksте pradeha sekari kuryad vikshak chikitsaam doshabalam chaivahi samiksha iti mula visha visheshaha uktaah proktaah. पृथक्त्वान् निर्देशम् अतः शृणु इति नानाविध विषस्य लक्षणं भेषजस्य पृथं निर्देशं च शृणु इति रिपुरुक्तेभ्यः शत्रुप्रयुक्तेभ्यः स्त्रीभ्यः इति सौभाग्यार्थम् अभक्षदानेऽपि अज्ञानात् प्रवृत्ताभ्यः स्त्रीभ्यः. So these are misguided by enemies to give abhakshya just for benefit of the king or something like that. आहार विहार गतः इति आहार विहारो सेव्यमानः प्रेष्यान् इति सूपकारादि. So it's like messenger or something like that. We have a very good cook or chef. You try recipes from him or something like that. परीक्षा उपायामाह अत्यर्थ इत्यादि विगतलक्ष्मीः निःशोभः भोज्यमिति भोक्तव्यम् कुर्यात् तदग्नम् अन्नम् अग्नौ प्रक्षिपेत् पात्रस्थमित्यादोऽपि सविषमिति अनुवर्तते विरज्येत चकोराक्षे इति सविषमन्नं दृष्ट्वा चकोराक्षी विरज्यते काकांश्च क्षामस्वरान् दर्शनेनैव कुर्यात् इति ज्ञेयम् पाने इति मद्यादौ पेये छायामिति प्रतिबिम्बं लवणाक्ते इति पानविशेषणं मुखगे इत्यादिना मुखादिसम्बन्धिविषलक्षणं बिन्दुः बिन्द्वाकाराः विकृति त्वग्विकृति दन्त इत्यादि दन्तधावन कूर्चा दीनां विषदुष्टानामेव लक्षणं प्रकाराः ज्ञेयं दन्तपवनस्य कूर्चा दन्तमलशोधनकूर्चा विशीर्यते इति जीर्णः स्यात् खाद्यैरिति भोज्यैः स्पृश्यैरिति अभ्यङ्गादिभिः माल्यमिति विषदुष्टं माल्यं नासाम् उपहन्ति इति छेदः दर्शनमिति चक्षुः किं वा स्तम्भयति इति धूमस्यैव कार्यम्. So these are varieties of thing, and this we also find in Bhagavad Sutra, 7th chapter, on the Pandaraksha Vidhyadhyaya. And basically, enemies are common for particularly rich people or rulers of the country. And they have to be protected, particularly from poisoning. There were 2 attempts to kill Hitler by his own people, but his protection was very strong, and he survived all those things or something like that. So even today, the VIPs get a special treatment, special protection, and everything that is being given to these VIPs is first examined, and then only they are allowed to touch it or something like that. And people may try to poison the things, and that can be quite troublesome. So these are varieties of ways in which the poison can be placed and attempts can be made to kill the person. There is a concept of Vishakanya, which is a very long-term effort. If you start giving poison to Balika right from childhood in a very small dose, keep on increasing, and then that becomes a Vishakanya, and when she is grown up, then by touch or any other way, she can kill a person or something like that. Now this has been even tried as pest control in mosquitoes. So a female mosquito has to be given poison, and she kills male mosquitoes. So this method has been tried. Of course, this is very difficult to catch particular female mosquito and inject that much quantity of poison, which will not kill her, but kill the male partner or something like that. And then how far it is going to be successful, etc., etc. But still, people have used the principle to do it like that. I had heard of some smell, and the small creatures or pests, they get attracted to that, and they are all brought together on one tree, and the tree is burnt or something like that as a pest control. So these are certain techniques that are being used. And even in Second World War, when the Russians had to go back and were defeated, they used this method. They poisoned the water supply, and Germany had to carry water from their own country. And this is one of the reasons why they lost, because the winter started, the war had to be withdrawn, and माहिती नाही WHO कधी आली माहिती आहे UNESCO, then UNO and other, they have emerged. Now there are lots of debates whether to use atom bomb or not or something like that, and everybody says that somebody else is also preparing it, so it's a threat for us, so we have to prepare it or something like that. And there would be chemical bombs, there would be biological bombs or something like that. So now the war may not be by guns and like this. So using poison, using small against bacteria and viruses, etc., would also. WHO established in 1948. Okay, fine. But WHO is World Health Organization. This is something different. But that is to take care of world health. But UNESCO, and and there are certain international bodies who try to regulate these kinds of things. And these are very difficult because there are so many strong nations and they don't abide by the rules. So they keep on doing what they want. And now North Korea is quite troublesome. And there are vessels associated with that. But anyway, these practices have been there. काय करणार नाही? But anyway, this is quite troublesome. There is no doubt about it. But these practices will be there even later. So actually, we are not dealing much into forensic medicine as such, and we are not exposed. निबंध आहे 10ला बोला 9:30ला बोला 9:30 हो so this is something to be kept in mind, that these incidences are going to be there. And forensic medicine particularly, we lack in experiences about that. And there are varieties of poisons now available. So we should be knowing the antidotes of those poisons. That is the requirement of today. And what kinds of chemicals, etc., are being used. That also we try to understand. And suicidal efforts or killing efforts of varieties of things like that. हा ते काय आता गोळ्या खाल्ल्या झोपेच्या गोळ्या खाल्ल्या टिक20 प्याला इथपासून सो माहिती नाही आपल्याला तुला माहिती आहे का डिटेल्स माहिती असलं तर बोलायचं if there are specific antidotes for particular thing as invented by conventional medicine or something like that, we should at least be knowing that is the thing. We may use, may not use, that is still a different issue. But this kind of antidote is available according to conventional medicine. Now the snake poison antivenom is now made available everywhere at PHC center. And in remote areas also there are PH centers. And that is made available 24 hours by the government. So these snake bites cases are now going to PHC. This is very common. Even scorpion bite, these are going to PHC. And drowned in water, etc., or hanged, etc. These are again. As a medical doctor, we are not exposed to these kinds of incidences, and try to understand what might be the outcomes or what is to be examined. It's how the person dies, etc., etc. One of my colleague actually was working in Sassoon Hospital postmortem department. He might have retired now, but while doing this, he did his BMS. So he was in service. He started doing BMS and then continued service in this postmortem department. So he should have lot of experiences. Gadare was his name. And I met him when Koletkar sir expired, and his body was taken for postmortem. So I asked him, and he was still there at that time. So it was in 1992, after completion of our course after 12 years. Now he should be of my age, so must have retired now. But these people may be contacted for varieties of experiences and what they found, and how did they deal with the situation, etc., etc. And there are political influences, there are police influences, all the things are there. So how to tackle those things, that is another important issue. And when there are medical legal cases, this is most important, because many things depend on the postmortem report, viscera. That is very important. And technically, what should be the steps taken or something like that. So there are medical legal advisors separate. Those who are doctors have completed LLB. These are better choices. But the whole process is in tune with conventional medicine and nothing to do with Ayurveda. That is another aspect over here. So in all medical legal cases, the conventional medicine is the base for any judgment, and we are just unaware of those things. That is another important aspect. So we should be knowing the law, what the law says, Actually, there should be separate laws for Ayurveda, homeopathy, or something like that. Unfortunately, it is not so. The practitioners are very few in number, and there are not so many medical legal cases reported with Ayurveda or something. But this is again a need of the hour. And in villages, still there are cases of snake bite, scorpion bite, etc., etc. Or in remote areas, there are cases like this. And there are still mantrikas. So we try to get them. And if it is possible, maybe prepare this Gandhhasti Nama Agada or Mahagandhhasti Nama Agada or something like that. Mhm. So this it is worth preparing it and keeping it handy for use or something like that. This is to be used even for labor, so they should be preparing it in large quantities and using it or something like that. And particularly, these rich people or the rulers do require such measures, and they may have to be dealt with properly. So this is again uh, a different topic, and we need to pay separate attention to this topic, uh, particularly for forensic medicine. यथा व्यक्तरसं तोयमतिरीक्षान् महीगतं तेषु तेषु प्रदेशेषु रसं तं तं प्रयच्छति एवमेव विषं यद्यद्द्रव्यं व्याप्यावतिष्ठते स्वभावादेव तं तस्य रसं समनुवर्तते विषये अस्मात् गुणाः सर्वे तीक्ष्णाः प्रायेण सन्ति विषं सर्वमतोऽन्यं सर्वदोषप्रकोपणम्. So I think we have completed this. तं दोषं वाचुष्येन् मुखेन यचूर्णपांशुपूर्णेन पृच्छन् शृङ्गजलौको व्यधनैः श्राव्यं ततो रक्तं रक्ते विषप्रदुष्टे दूष्येत् प्रकृतिस्ततः त्यजेत् प्राणान् तस्मात् प्रघर्षणैः असृग्वर्तमानं प्रवर्त्यं स्यात् त्रिकटुगृहधूमरजनीपञ्चलवणाः सवार्ताकाः घर्षणमतिप्रवृत्तिवटादिभिः शीतलैः प्रलेपः रक्तं हि विषाधानं वायुरिवाग्नेः प्रदेहसेकैस्तत् शीतैः स्कन्दति तस्मिन् स्कन्धे व्यपयाति विषवेगः. So Rakta has to be treated on priority. सर्वैरेवादितः तैः शाखादष्टस्य देहिना दंशस्य उपरि बध्नीयात् अरिष्टाश्चतुरङ्गुले लोतचर्मान्तवल्कानां रुदनान्यतमेन च न गच्छति विषं देहम् अरिष्टाभिर्निवारितम्. So one should tie above the dashta, and after there has to be a mantra आचूषणाच्छेददाः सर्वत्रैव तु पूरिताः. Then that should be burned. दहेत् दंशमथोत्कृत्य यत्र बन्धो न जायते. If there is no possibility of bandha, then one should do Agni Karma. Long back, one of our linear students, he had a dog bite. It was a stray dog and not known. So he's in second year. He tried for this vaccination. It was not available at that time. So there was a question what to do. And then we read in Ashtanga Hridayam Vagbhat that Gustadaha Prashasati. So we made a Gurtadaha. Heated ghee and gave. Agni Karma, do Agni Karma. And some Vishagna medicines were given internally. Fortunately, after nothing happened, he's still alive. So, this is a long backstory. Another big story is about Ganesham Marda, who was also in second year. He had a dog bite, and it was a known dog, but he refused to take injections. Injections were available at that time, and I was under very much tension because I had just passed out, and I said, "Okay, this is good that you don't want to go for conventional medicine, but we are not expert in this. I have no experience about dog bite and particularly leading to hydrophobia. And if there is hydrophobia, Jalasantrasa, then death is the only answer. I had seen only one case, two cases now I have seen. Those have been admitted in Naido hospital and they just let him die. That's all. And one was Baudekar's brother, cousin brother or something like that, at the age of 18, 19, and I made a visit. He was prisoned into a separate jail, a separate cell. He was shouting for water and eventually died in 2 3 days. So this is just miserable. But Marda refused to take injections, and fortunately enough, nothing happened. Even after 10 days, the dog was safe, and then this was resolved. But had it been that kind of dog, then this is very difficult. And recently, Dhananjay Kulkarni's son, Pranav, had one attack, and that dog bite was for 35 people, and this was severe. So he immediately rushed to Dinanath. He was, of course, treated by allopathy, and there were so many cases. The dog was killed by corporation. But till then, it had bitten 35 people, injured 35 people, or something like that. This is again a recent experience, maybe 10, 15 years before or something. So, this dog bite is common in city areas and poisonous dog. This is quite troublesome. Previously, there were 14 injections. Now they have been reduced to 3 or even 1 or something like that. And at least give 1 or 3 injections, keep a watch for 10 days. That's a better option right now. And we are not coming across cases of Dutadamsha or Vrishchikadamsha, etc. But in Konkan area, I have come across with Vrishchikadamsha. So this is also troublesome, and the scorpions in Konkan area are poisonous and they can kill. So generally, otherwise, there is one experience by this Kolle, Dr. Kolle. His wife, who is also a doctor, she had a scorpion bite, and Dr. Kolle neglected that this is non-poisonous and you will survive. Nothing will happen to you or something like that. But we may have to think about these and gather experiences about these from village people and see that we have knowledge. And second is this forensic cases maybe of killing, suicide, etc., even in urban areas in varieties of ways, or union carbide like things. So, leakage of gas or radiation or something like that. So, One has to think there was incidents in Japan, and it was very near to atomic reactor. So tsunami was there. So what would happen if it is near atomic reactor and there will be no control at all or something like that? There is a big threat that Pakistan is having atomic bombs. If something happens like this, or the terrorists have an approach to that, what would happen to the whole world? This is again big issue. So anyway, we need to think of these, and we have to be aware of all these factors. That's better thing to do. Anyway, we conclude today. Tomorrow is Wednesday and Thursday, so we'll continue tomorrow and Thursday. Friday I'm leaving for Vachan. We'll be returning on Sunday. So then we continue on Monday. So we'll have lecture tomorrow and after tomorrow. And then we'll meet again on Monday. That's it. आयुर्वेदः प्रकाण्डो निगदितैः हि शल्यतन्त्रप्रधानः शिष्येभ्यः शाश्वतोऽयं निखिलजनकृपा व्याप्तचित्तेन येन आयुर्वेदस्य वाञ्छन् पुनरपि पुनर्भुवने तां च सुष्ठु प्रतिष्ठां श्रेष्ठं धन्वन्तरिं तं प्रणमति च सदा वैद्यवर्गो विनूनम् वैद्यवर्गो हिन्दम् विरम्यते व्याख्यानव्यापारः श्वः पुनरपि मिलिष्यामः धावनमस्ति